tomorrow. Tomorrow, one of my ma'am is coming. She is also going to handle by using a Colab, right? So for the next six sessions in our FDP, it's going to be by using a Colab, right? So if you are not familiarized, don't get don't get worried. Right. So Python dominance well, right? Python SQL program, good, even, right? So now, if you have a laptop with you, with internet connection, can you please use this Colab research.google.com? Once you click this, you may get like this kind of a window, right? Once I can also do that. If you just enter it, it may ask like this, right? You can just give new notebook. I hope my screen is visible. I hope you guys are following. Once you type Colab research.google.com, it will show a window like this. There you can click new notebook. It may open a notebook like this. Is it fine? Next question is, whether open the notebook or not. There are 56 participants, at least half of them opened. I'm very happy. Can you please put a message, yes or no? I will repeat the procedure again. Good. So whether open the notebook, to be a same name. Can you please log in into opened, sir? Thank you, Kalpana ma'am. Thank you, head of the department mathematics. Balaji sir, fine. Right. So sir, what you need to do is you just click. Good. You just someone asked, sir, can you please repeat the process? Right. You just click colabresearch.google.com. It may open a window like this. There you can click notebook. There is a sir. I hope you followed. Who is asked? Professor. Someone asked. Can you please repeat? Where is this one? Prem Kumar sir only asked. Right. So whether it is done? Right. I understand that you people to open the Jupyter notebook. Right. Jupyter notebook will play a major role whenever if you just Google it, or whenever you try to do anything with respect to data analytics or machine learning or deep learning, you may find IPython notebook. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prem Kumar sir. Then you may find IPython notebook. So whenever if you find it out any IPython notebook, that will play a major role. What is the reason is Python is an interpreted language. You no need to execute and everything. So if you run a code and it run it out. So that and all you are already familiar. Right. Now what I am trying to make it is, by end of this session, right, one of the major or only one I can say, the API or programming tools which is going to be used for the data analytics, which includes as well as it comes machine learning. So first 30 minutes I make you people to comfort in pandas. After the 30 minutes, we are going to discuss how to do a pre-processing of data, followed by using the pre-processed data, how we are going to plot, or we can say exploratory data analysis. What is called exploratory data analysis is you need to find insights in the data, right? Followed by the afternoon session, two machine learning models. One is linear regression and the logistic regression. This is the flow. Tomorrow you are going to get into what are the statistical description, statistical model which are required for data science. So I am going to make it's a base for you people that will definitely help. If you are familiar, what are the comments which we are going to discuss by today, you may attend any hackathon, right? So that is how I plan. We'll see how it is worked out. Right. First one is, as I said, sir, someone responds, my screen is visible in the pandas introduction Colab file.
Sir, yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So, the pandas is a column-oriented data analysis API. That should be enough as of now. It's a tool for handling, analyzing a data, which provides so many, functions, APIs. We'll see one by one. Right. First thing is, what is data? You already know data may be in a different format. Either it may be a continuous numerical data. It's a continuous data or discrete data, or it is a categorical data. There are so many data. Whenever we are working in the code, I am explaining what kind of a data it should be. Right. In common, the first point in the machine learning or data analysis, all the machine learning model will accept the input is in the form of numeric. The first point you should keep in your mind. So whenever if you are going to use any machine learning model, the model will take only numeric as an input. So what is our target? So when you are passing an input to the machine learning model, you have to convert all the input into a numeric. Right. Before going to convert all the input into numeric, we need to check whether the input are in numeric. If some of the data may be missed, some of the data may be not fit into our category. Those things to be detailedly explored. Then model is a model, as we said in software engineering, the coding which requires 20%, the 80% requirement analysis, gathering, design. The same way, you need to sit together. You need to sit for many times to do a data analytics. Data analysis, what are the features? How to choose the features? So and so. Right. Mostly they used to give a file in the format of CSV file, comma separated value file. This is the common being used across all the machine learning applications or deep learning application. Even if you have an image, that image being converted into a CSV file.
SVC.
Right. Sir?
Sorry, sir.
No problem. All right. So first thing, how we are going to use pandas to read the CSV file. Right. So I am going to copy paste the comment in the chat box. You just copy paste and run it, get a feel of what you are getting. Can you please copy paste the code? I hope whatever I put in the chat box, you are able to copy it. Hello? Hello? Yes, sir. Good. At least one or two people respond, then only I see. Or else it's like a monologue. I am talking. Right. So I hope if you copy paste, if you run it, you may get an error like this, file not found. You may get an error like this, file does not exist. Am I right? Right. So you may get an error called file not found exception. Before that, I will explain the code what is there in the Python. Even if you don't know Python, don't get worried. This should be enough to do a machine learning model. Right. It's like a include stdio.h. We are going to use an import keyword. The pandas is a package. Pandas is a package as you are going to create an object for the pandas. So the import, it's like a include stdio.h or normal import in Java programming. Import pandas as PD. As normally they used to keep PD, you can give any number of names. Now, once you run this code, you may get an error like this. The single hash is for comment a single line in Python. So I am giving a syntax in this. Good, file not found. Yes, sir. So I am giving an example of how to read a CSV file in your machine. For example, I stored a file in E drive 2019-20 Udemy part 1 data.csv. To read this file from this folder, you need to use pd.readcsv. There is a method called read_csv. Right. So two things we learned. One is how to import pandas. How to import pandas? Import pandas as a PD as an object. Then how to read a CSV file? Read a CSV. Read -CSV. You just type. Can you please PD? If you just give type PD, you can just give type. You are able to get the suggestion. I didn't run that code. Right. So once you run the code, you may get the suggestion like pd.readcsv. Right now, right, CSV is required at your path. Super, sir. Now I am going to share that CSV file to you people. You can place it in your computer wherever you want. I don't know how to share it. Someone help me. How can I share it in this file in Google Meet? File share. Is anything is there? Share. Oh. Oh, hold on for a minute. You need to share it in Google. Okay, I will put it in Google Drive. Hold on for a second. I am trying to give that file, then only which is help for me to do with my flow. Okay, FTP country total. Can you please download the file which I shared in the chat box and keep it in your any place in your machine, any location. Once you download it, can you please tell? I will move to the next step. Can you please click link, save as the CSV format? Don't try to change any format or anything. Once you're done, can you please put it in the chat box? I saved the file. First question, are you able to access that CSV file? Done, sir. Super Balaji, sir. Good. Done. Yes. Only 5 people copied. I understood that all are copied. I understood that all are copied, right? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for your response. Right. Next, I hope you may place the somewhere. Now we are using a Colab. If you're not using a Colab, if you're just using a Jupyter notebook, you can do path like this. E drive, some location, / folder and all. Now we are using a Colab. How to read a file in a Colab, you need to follow some steps. I can put that also in a chat box. Right? Can you please copy paste that into the next cell? Can you please go cell wise? I hope you are able to see what I have done. Can you please go this cell wise? If you run it, it may ask choose files. Can you please click choose files and open a file, select a file where you stored it. So once it is uploaded, it may show it's a saving. Right. Next question. Opened or not? Whether you are able to open this file or not. First 10 minutes, it may be a bit slow because you have to set the entire environment, the things to be ready. Then we will go it in a normal phase. Whether you may get like this. File and saved after this. Cannot ask, sir. You may get like this. Anyone got it like this? The saving country total.csv to country.csv. Anyone done that? Super, sir. Sendil Kumar, sir, done. Yes. 2S. 3S. I can give some time because everybody should do, or else there is no use of this session. Malati ma'am, fine. Prem Kumar, sir, done. Santosh Kumar, Anandi B, good. I will repeat again, those who are joined later, right? We are trying to upload comma separated file in Colab, the CSV file. We are using a pandas framework to load the file, right? Once we loaded, there are two things in pandas, right? Don't look into the code, just listen. There are two things in pandas. One is called data frame. One is called data frame, and another one is called series. C-R-I-E-S. One is called data frame, and another one is called series. What is called data frame is it's a two-dimensional table kind of a structure. You all know called what is called two-dimensional table. Some rows, a number of rows, a number of columns. What is called series is like single column. Series is called single column. You can keep that now. So whenever you have any data in the CSV format file, that to be converted into a data frame object. So you all know object is top of everything. Using from that object only, we are trying to inherit or derive so many properties. So once you make it as a data frame object, we can apply, or I can say we can apply, there are n number of functions which are available with respect to a machine learning and data analytics. Right now, so what this read.csv will do, if you are using the read.csv file, it will automatically convert the CSV file into a, data frame. Can you please use this following code snippet? For this, we need to import another package which is called IO. The IO, which is used to upload the CSV file, right, and read it again, then it convert into a data frame. I hope you are able to get the data like this to 20,796 rows and 5 columns once you execute this code. Here we created a data frame objects def underscore unemployment. So once we done, you have successfully read a CSV file. Good. Sendil Kumar sir, thank you. I will wait, no urgency. So if you learn 10%, the 10% to be learned 100%. Perfect. Import IO, then read CSV, then upload the CSV file, right? Srinivasa sir, perfect. Sendil Kumar sir, done. Prag Shukla. Where are you from, sir? Prag Shukla. Right, we'll discuss in the offline. Right? Only three people done. 4, Vimala Rani ma'am, thank you. I will wait at least 20 yes in the chat. Yes, done. 1, 2, 3. Kalpana ma'am, thank you. 4. Ramya N, thank you ma'am. I'm very happy you people are following. Thank you, or else I feel it's like sitting in the dark room, talking with the laptop is always very boring. Sharmila ma'am, Meena ma'am, Balaji sir, thank you. Right, I understood that. So most of the population, Sharmita Shri, thank you all. Right, so you have done this. Right, now we will move to the code. Now we will move to the important comments which are required or which are needed if you go for any hackathon, any machine learning application or any deep learning application. First thing, they used to give a data in a format of comma separated value. Majority of time, if they give like that, then I hope now you are able to read it without any Python. You are not installed any Python. You are not installed any extra package. Only thing, laptop with internet connectivity by using Google Colab. Right. So if you are familiarized in Google Colab, you will go at the extent of deep learning, robust deep learning technique up to that. Right. Right. Now we will move on to the next code. What is the next code is, I just type, I will give the codes, you may understand. what is the purpose of the code, because you all professors, you all know. Only thing is you may not practice or you may not came across because that may not required for you as of now. Right now you can just type df. Once you type, you can give dot, it will give an option, right? You can just select head. You understood, you may understood what is the purpose of a head. What is the purpose of the head? It is not working. The reason is I'm not done this. I have to run each cell. Can you please put everything in each cell? Then it looks good. All right. So what is output you may get? You may get first five data or first 5 rows in the format of a table. How it all suddenly happened? It all suddenly happened because of pandas data frame. Displays 5 rows. Thank you, sir. I am always happy to see some response from the audience. Good. All right. Now, can you please apply head of some numbers? Head of 10. Head of 10. Similarly, you can use dot tail to check the last few rows. So if I'm going a bit fast, can you please tell? Similarly, tail will also take some integer number. Tail will also take some integer number. So once you're done with these head and tail, can you please put it in the chat box, sir? We completed. Please put it in separate cell. In future, it will definitely help for your reference. Yes. Okay. Typing has become lengthy. Can you please just put 1 or 0? That should be enough. One is done. If done, can you please put 1? 1 is for true. Right. So Balaji sir is able to retrieve top 10 rows as well as bottom 10 rows. Those who are joined late, I shared one Google Drive for question and answer A. If you have any doubt, you can just type your name and question by end of this online FDP, I can address, you may get an answer for those questions. Right. Now we will move on to the next code. All right. So how many number of rows are there? So either you can use length of len of, either you can use len of data frame object. Here we have a data frame object as df employment. Df unemployment. You can use df unemployment and the shape df unemployment dot shape. Can you please tell how many number of rows and columns you are getting? Can you please type it in the chat box? How many number of columns and rows you are getting? This is another command which helps us to find how many number of rows and how many number of columns. Columns we can call it as features. How many number of features which are present in the data set. Right, there are 5 columns, 20,796 data. We are going to use these data to develop a model. I will repeat again what are the steps which are involved in machine learning model is. First is data collection. After the data collection is done, we need to go for data pre-processing. We want to do a data pre-processing. We should be familiarized either or in Python. In Python, they are providing a tool or a software. We can call it as a pandas. The pandas which helps us to do all kind of a data pre-processing and machine learning and deep learning model. Right. I hope you may get the shape like this. Next, once you found the number of rows and column, you need to know the things which are there in this CSV file. Can you please use a method called describe? df.unemployment.describe. Can you please see what is an output you are getting? What is an output you are getting? I hope you may get an output like this, what I am showing in the screen. Count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, 25% of people, 50%, 75%, and then max. Right. So my question is, we put 5 columns. Here we are getting only 3 columns. Can you please see? There are 3 columns. What may be the reason? Can anyone tell what may be the reason? In the chat. In the chat, can anyone tell what may be the reason? Instead of getting 5 columns, we are getting only for 3 columns. Because, right, yes, sir. So good, sir. Good, Senthil Kumar, sir. Right, num date. Right. Right. All the numeric data, ma'am. Sharmila ma'am and Senthil Kumar sir is fine. It's all numeric data. So the numeric data only we are able to apply minimum, maximum, standard deviation, so on. Now there is another link, another way to read a data from a link. So this just I am giving. If you connected internet, you just copy paste. Instead of store it in a local drive or a Google Drive, we are trying to read a CSV file directly from the server. Can you please, once you've done this, next method is df. We created another data frame which is called df_countries d types. Can you please tell what is an output we are getting in d types? D types will give what is a type of an each column. The D types will give what is a type of an each column. For example, object, float 64, int 64, text, so and so. Now I have another code. This is just test whether I am successfully read that. To read that, we can use df_countries.tail. Right. So how can we print? How can we find what are the names of the columns? Right. You have to use print df_countries.columns. If you use this, we are able to find the columns. Once you're done, can you please put it in the chat box? What are the columns you are getting in countries data frame? Once you are done, can you please put it in the chat box? Good. Country, Google country code, country group, name en route, name FR, name D, latitude and longitude. All right, so you may get like this. Then head I use. Next is for example, I want to change some of the column name. Sometimes you may not felt that the column name you felt, sir, the name does, I don't want to that name. I want to give some other name. So what you need to do is you need to apply, right? You need to apply what is their month, right? So you need to apply this. You need to use the method which is called rename. In that method, you need to specify which column you're supposed to change. There is a column. So this is unemployment data. I used unemployment data. There we have a month, right? So in unemployment data, we have a month. That month I am going to convert as an year month. I am going to change it as an year month. Then, can anyone tell what is the reason for in place equal to true? If you are giving in place equal to true, the result will be updated. The result will be updated in the data set itself. If you're not specifying anything in place equal, if you're not given in place equal to true, you're not given in place equal to true, that may not get reflected, that may not be permanently stored, that may be there for the current execution. Right now, once you're done with DF unemployment, can you please run that code? You are able to see a year underscore month is getting changed. Because I have not done that, so I am converting the month. I am converting. Can you please look into the screen? I am just converting year month to month. There is no year month. Change it into month. Right. So reverse. If you want to do it reverse. Whether you have done this. Are you able to see the difference in the previous unemployment data? All right, so this is the method you need to use. One is rename, another one is in place equal to true. Right, next is right. So this is for normal numeric data, which may be a continuous or discrete. Next, sir, how can I create my own data frame? Right. So as of now, what we have done is we read by using CSV file. Now I am giving you another code snippet, which may help you to create a data frame without reading from any file. You see, we need to use a PD is an object for pandas. Data frame is a method. There you have to pass two columns. One is called bacteria count is a column. Another one is called other feature is another column. Right, with the index. What is called index is each row to be given in some index. For example, Principius, Protobacteria, Actinobacteria, Bacteriates. These are all called row index. The column to be two things. One is called bacteria counts and other feature. If you run the code, we may created a data frame in the name of bacteria. Can you please put bacteria and run it? Or I hope you may get the entire data frame in a one object which is called bacteria. All right, I will repeat again. What are the things which we discussed? You may familiar is read underscore CSV, how to read a CSV file from a local machine, or in GoLab. Then how to find the number of columns. What should be the length of the file? Then what are the different types of columns? Those are all things which we discussed. Then if you want to rename the column, what you're supposed to do? Now, then in place. In place is a very valuable parameter you need to pass it whenever if you're using a pandas. The in place true, what it will do? It will permanently change the data in a data set. Right, now we discussed the last one which we discussed is instead of reading a file, how can we perform or create our own data frame? We are using pd.dataframe with the columns, right? Bacteria count and other features, the indexes. So you need to explicitly specify the index. Can you please type it in the chat box? What is the result you are getting with respect to a bacteria? What is on left? Hello? Wait, what is whether you people are following or not? Not zero. Whether you people are following? I no. Somebody is Sendil Kumar sir, yes. Srinivasu. One, two, three. Right. So right. Some of them responded. Nice, good, good. Right. So you are getting an output like this. Now we will see another important method which they may use to play across. Right. Lock, LOC, iLock, lock and iLock. Next we are going to see two important things. One is called lock and iLock. Right. So what this lock represents is LOAC is it will take string, it will take string as an input. You see, lock. So what it will do is it will try to fetch the data in a particular row with an index of actinobacteria. Suresh Babu sir, do you want to convey anything to me? I think sir is trying to. Sir, I think sir turn right bacteria.loc. In single quotes, if you give the string, it may retrieve like this. I am sharing a screen. It may retrieve like this. There is another thing, slice. There is another concept which is called slice. If you use this command bacteria 2-3, what it will do? It will take the data from second row plus difference is 1. So it will reply, it will respond, it will give the same answer as what we have done in the last one. Right? Can anyone tell what is the difference between these two? iLock of Antibacteria and bacteria 2-3. I hope you may get the same column or same data in a different format. Am I right? I hope you may get the same data in a different format. If not, can you please look into the screen? Bacteria.loc, actinobacteria. Another one is bacteria of 2-3. Both will give the same answer, but the formatting is different. Are you able to understand what I am trying to say? The second one gives in the form of data frame itself. For example, the entire data set to be taken in a subset of data frame. Then you can use Antibacteria, bacteria of 2-3. If you go for lock, LOC, it will give in a data type is in the series format, not in a data frame format. Right. There is another way to choose specific rows in the data. You can do this. df underscore unemployment dot iLock 1569. So what it will do? It will give the data 1569, 4 columns in the format of data frame. There is another command. What this command will do is df unemployment iLock. This is iLock, not log. iLock will take only integer in the format of to be given as an integer as an input inside this iLock. 2555, what it means is it starts from 25th record, skip every 5 record, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So if they display these 5 records, right? Next is right. So this is another example how to rename it. I am trying to this will give a clear picture in the bacteria. Some of them may struggled in the last time. Use a rename. I changed the other feature into a second count in place equal to true. It may get converted into bacteria counts second count like that. Right now you are able to get like this. So how can I access the particular cell in a data frame is you need to use the data frame dot loc, the row, then column you need to specify. Can anyone tell what is the result of bacteria.loc, the last command? What is the output of the last command? What is the output of the last command? Thank you, Senthil Kumar sir. You have been done good. You should be followed, right? I will definitely follow you. Senthil Kumar sir, good. Others, I'm waiting. Few people. Lakshmi Makesh ma'am, Navanit Mane, Rita, Srinu Vasu, right? So, those who are. I hope this helps us to choose the particular cell in a data frame. All right. Next, there is another way to use ilog. This is by using a log. Another one is by using an ilog. Bacteria dot ilog 3, 0. What it will do? Actually, 1, 2, 3. It starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 0. 3, 0. We will get 115. Next is the same thing. We are get it in the form of other data format. Bacteria 3, 4 bacteria counts. There is one more. There is one more. There is another thing. It's all which plays around with ilog and log. All which plays around with ilog and log. Can you please run and get a feel of it? What is an output we are getting? Right. So whenever if you are using an ilog, you should not use the key. You have to use what you have to use? You have to use the slices or numbers. It's done. Right. So as of now, what we discussed is we discussed how to read a CSV file in Colab by using a pandas. Then we discussed how to find a column, how to find a shape, how to change or rename the columns, how to choose the values with respect to log and ilog. Now, can you please put df.unemployment.head what you are getting? Can you please put df_unemployment.head what you are getting? You may. I will give another minute time. Can you please work it out? Because some of them may tried the previous code examples. Right, df_unemployment.head. You may get like this. Now, can you please listen? How to take one particular? I think you may get an output like this. You may get an output like this. Year, month, or month maybe this 1993.01, which means 1993 January. Now I am explaining how to take this cell and split it with respect to year and month. Right. So one simplest way to do is add a new column here. Good, ma'am. Top 5 is displaying. This is just I want to take it out right now. What I made it as in year month. Can you please check what is your? I am going to create another column which is another going. I am going to create another column df_unemployment year. This example will help you to how to take a data in one particular column and create a new column here. Now we added a field which is called year. Once you done this, now I am going to split into month also. I am taken a year month minus year rounded off. Once you done this, you are able to see an output like this. We added 2 columns year and month. We added 2 columns year and month. The year underscore month is splitted accordingly. Year and month is splitted accordingly. So can you please copy paste your year and month output in the chat? why I am is I can wait somebody, so at least few of them to complete the same. So what we have done is we are taking here as type int. What that as type int will do, it's like a typecasting. Actually, year underscore month is in float. If you convert as an integer, it will take only that year. So 1993.01, the 1993.01 is been converted as an integer. Then 1993 become an year that to be kept in one particular column. Next, month. How we are taking a month? Actually, we have an year month minus, we already found an year 1993 into 1000, sorry, into 100. So it become 1993.01 like that. That to be subtracted from year month. Then we are rounding into 0. You may get an output like this. Once you have done this code, you may get an output like this. The two columns been added, year and month. 1993 month is an 1, 1993 month is a 2, 1993 month is a 3. You have done. Whether you have done? If you done, can you please say yes or no whether you have done this?
Sir, got error in converting this.
Sir, who is Sendil Kumar sir? What
yeah.
is there? Maybe Sendil Kumar sir. Maybe the column you may be wronged. Can you please check what are the columns which are all there?
Yeah, sir.
I will wait. I want at least one or two answer in the chat box. Then I can move. Or else there is no point of scrolling my slide, scrolling my notebook. Please make sure that the year underscore month may be in different name. You can give your own name. No issues. That may not be a problem. Sendil Kumar sir, done? Once others you people are struggling. I don't know. All right, so top 5 is displaying after that. Sharmila ma'am, others Sendil Kumar sir, Mekala Ramesh, Lakshmi Makesh ma'am, Navanit Mane, Rita, Srini Vasu. Can you please, whether you have done, you have splitted the particular column into 2 columns, as I said. Right. Next is if you have a data frame, the columns to be altered in such a way that the order of the column to be changed. How to do it is you just specify the order in which do you want to keep the column. Now you see, I changed the country seasonability, year underscore month, followed by year, followed by month, then unemployment. Right. So this what this will do is this may help you to order, right? So when you are visualizing, this may require. So this code will explain how to alter or how to change the columns order. Next is you may study merge. Can you please tell what are the different type of merging you may studied? You may came across so many merges, right? Left merge, right merge, inner join, outer join, right? In data frame also, the merge will play a major role. In sometimes the data set may have two separate CSV file. How to merge those two files? I'm explaining with small example. Can you please create a left data frame? Can you please create a left data frame as well as a right data frame and try to print it out? Please create a left data frame as well as the right data frame and just to print it out, just to display it out. Right. So now I am trying to explain how to merge this. If you want to merge this, if you want to merge with respect to an ID, you can use pd.merge. So what is happening is both left and right data frames are merged with respect to an ID. It may print the merged data frame to you, then you can reassign to a data frame, then you can use it. All right, so this is the link. I can share another link where you may find more extra other ways, other joins which are all given. How to do it, how to do joining a data frame. Joining a data frame will play a major role when you are doing any data analysis. Right. Next is, as I said, which has something called series. Data frame, another one is series. What is the series is? The series is a data frame, not data frame, it's a one column data structure. If you run this code, you may get an output like this, default index 0, 1, 2. Now, what we have to done it is, we can create n number of series. We can create n number of series. Please look into this. City underscore name, sorry, city names, population. There are two series which is being created. Then we are converting that series by using pd.dataframe. Then we are converting this by using pd.dataframe. The city name is a column which takes city names as a dictionary, as well as population. Population it will take as a population as a dictionary. So you may get an output like this. You may get an output like this. The index 0, 1, 2, city name and population. So what I explained is how to create a series in a data frame. Once you created a series, then you need to convert that series into a data frame. How to convert? pd.dataframe. Right. So this does the basics of pandas. We know how to read a CSV file using a pandas. We know how to retrieve the file using a pandas. We know how to find a particular cell in the pandas. We know how to identify the columns. Then we know how to merge it. There are so many operations like SQL command, group by, having, and all. Whenever you have a just time, you just explore it. Right? Now we will move on to the another topic. Right? So actual topic, which is called data pre-processing. So this I can share it to you people later. I'm going to open. Now I am going to open a new data pre-processing. Can you please type it in the chat box whether are you present or not? One. Lakshmi Makesh ma'am. Whether I hope you understood the basics of this pandas, right? I will come back later. Tanuja ma'am. Right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Head of the department mathematics. Sir's name. Okay, which means or else it's like right. There are 70 people in a chat. We'll see. Right. So as of now, what we discussed is introduction to pandas. If this is there, then you may survive 80% of machine learning model. Now we are going to see. Now we are going to see how we are going to perform pre-processing. Right. So can don't get worried if you have missed the last. No problem. Can you please start doing now itself? We are creating again. I am creating a CSV data, and I am putting into a data frame. Can you please try to run it out? You may get an output like this. This is very much important to proceed further. How to convert a string? Ma'am, string text to conversion, that you need to apply vectorization. That is altogether different story in NLP which comes. So I am not familiar in this NLP. We can use vector, ma'am, one code vector and so on. So I am not familiar in the text. If you have a numeric, I can do this. This you have to refer. I can share the link, ma'am. There are so many things which are out there. How to convert string unto not. Once you created, can you please put the question in that Google Drive, ma'am? I can do the proper link where you can find the things. Becomes very easy. Right. So I hope you created. I hope you created. Once you created, you may get an output like this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Particularly, I understood what you are trying to say is understood. The IDs to be converted into IDs may be removed if it is in a string. It all considered as an object, ma'am. So we no need to bother about. If you have a data set also, you can just share it. I will look into and I will help you out. Right? No issues. PD is not defined. Good, sir. Prem Kumar, sir. You have to import. You have to import. Where import? Better you can open new Colab. Import pandas. Import pandas as a PD. Import pandas as a PD. Oh, I missed that, right? So import pandas as a PD. Then work it out. These are the imports you added. I can wait for another minute. If everyone able to get this, I will move on to the next one. I am waiting. Can you please, once you are able to see an output like this, I will move on to the next cell. Can you please copy paste your output in the chat? Prem Kumar sir, and don't get worried. You can just start doing. Good. Now don't worry. You may miss something. I will tell what may be the issue. We just share the file. What is the advantage of using Colab? You can just share the Colab to everyone who are all using. Good. Good, Prem Kumar sir. Good. Sharing Alex. Thank you. Got it. Got it. Right. Once you have done this, you are able to see something called NAN, not a number. if you pass this data set in your machine learning model, right? So I will hold on. Whether everyone in the same page, everyone in the same page like this. Can you please put? I know your online classes are going on. At least 1 or 2 answers yes, then I may proceed accordingly, or else something to be taken. We have to remove the null values, right? We need to do all the steps. I will explain all the steps later, one by one. Right. So if it is NaN comes, not a number. If you pass it in the machine learning, as Madam said, Tanuja, we have to remove those null values. Right. So how to find it is, there are n number of ways to check whether there is any null value. This is one simplest way. If you put describe, we already discussed what the describe will do. What the describe will do, the describe will give the count, mean, median, standard deviation. Can you please look into the count? Once you put df.describe, you may get an output as a first row. Output as a first row like this. A is good. Prem Kumar sir, your understanding A equal to 3, B is 3, C 2, D 2, which means C and 2, some values are missing. C and D, which is not equivalent to 3, which is equivalent to 2, which means some of the data which are missing. This is one way to find. Another way, the standard way to is, this is to just check a column. This is to just check a column, df.columns. Next, what this one will do is data frame dot b dot unique. What this one will give an output as, this one will give output as in the form of, right? This one will give an output as in the form of, once again, what are all the cells which are unique? As per D, column D, the unique values are 4, 8, NaN. That is what been displayed in this unique. You see, 4, 8, NaN. Similarly, no unique. There are 2 non-unique, which is not taking NaN, which is taking only the numbers. There is another thing which is called D dot value counts. So can you please use BF of B dot, yes sir, Kumar sir and Chandra. B dot value count. If you run this will give 8 and 4 unique values. For example, if you have a 2, 8 and 2, 4, still it will give 8.4. That will help you to check. So as of now, we discussed what is called unique, what is called n-unique, what is called columns, what is called value underscore counts. Right now, can you please use this method df.isNull? Can you please check it out? What is an output of df.isNull? df.isNull. Right. So we definitely will get an output. What is the inference? Prem Kumar sir, can you please turn on your mic and tell what is an inference you are getting in this df.isNull?
Sir, that is a C value. That is
yes,
a
sir.
true. That is updated. C and D are updated maybe in.
Okay, it's not updated. Any correct? All right. Definitely that we got 2 trues. All other values are false. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So what is the reason we are getting 2 true values?
There is no null value.
Right. No. Okay. IsNull is used to check whether number is there or not. This number is not there. We have NaN, not a number. So not a number is true. That is the reason those 2 cells are coming as a true. Right. Now we will see what are all the ways we can remove or we can change the values in those 2 cells. Next is another method. Can you please just test it out? Once, whenever if you are doing any machine learning project, once you have a data set, first step you need to do, you need to read a data set. The next step, what you need to do it is, the next step you need to do it is describe. What the describe will do, the describe will give the numeric values, count, min, maximum, percentile and all. Right, now there is something called isNull. isNull will give if there is any not a number. Can you please tell what is an output of isNull.sum? isNull.sum. What that isNull.sum will give is there is no null and not a number in row A, row B, but row C and column, right? Column C and column D have one NaN number, not a number, right? Next is, how can we check it in row wise? This we have tried in row wise. The column wise, you have to give axis equal to 1. So axis equal to 1, can you please run it df.isNull.sum axis equal to 1? This will give isNull in row wise. Can you visualize? Can you please look into S. Prem Kumar sir? For index 0, there is no not a NaN. Navanit, Lakshmi ma'am, good. Index 1, we have one not a number. Index 2, we have one not a number. Right. So, Saravanan sir, can we give a break for them? Then we will join.
Sir.
What time?
Okay, sir. We'll come up with 11:30, sir. Half an hour will
okay, we'll start at 11:30, sir. I will continue the same. We will make sure that this flow will happen tomorrow also. No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, please go and take a nice break and come back. We'll meet at 11:30. By the time, if you have any queries, please post it in the Google Drive. I will try to explain it. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Bye.
Saravanan sir, is there any feedback form for this session?
Sir, I will post you next session, sir.
Okay, sir.
Oh, okay, sir.
Saravanan sir. Saravanan sir.
Sir, tell me, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir, இது வரைக்கும் கொலாப்ல போட்ட அந்த கோடு ஏதாவது ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுமா? இப்போ திருப்பி எனக்கு வந்து இந்த ஆஃப் ஆகி கனெக்ட் ஆச்சா, எனக்கு கோட் எல்லாம் போயிடுச்சு. கோடு கிடைக்குமா இதுல? இப்போ
ஓகே சார், நான் வரேன் சார்.
வரீங்களா?
வரேன் சார்.